good with their middle foot, their braking foot. And in the Group 3 cars, of course, the ABS is going to help a lot getting that car to slow down. Racing hard, medium and soft compounder tyres all must be used at least once around here, which means a long race, 25 laps of course, with single lap qualifying determining the grid order.
Qualifying for the Grand Finals was always going to be an interesting affair. It was Quentin Hall from the first group in the Peugeot that set the early pace in the session. Takuma Miyazono for Subaru tried to better that time. He wouldn't manage to do so, however, he would easily set the Japanese manufacturer's best results of the session. Ryota Kokubun going into third place, but nobody could top this man here. Igor Fraga for Toyota getting the pole position right at the very end of that session. Hugely impressive stuff for the Brazilian driver. So Toyota start on pole position ahead of Peugeot with Quentin Hall at the wheel.
Yeah, very good qualifying session for Fraga, Yahul and Miyazono, the top three. Bad qualifying though for Valerio Gallo with Honda and Angelina Stroza with Porsche, both seemingly struggling to get the pace on that single lap qualifying.
Well done to Team Toyota and their driver Igor Fraga, taking that all-important pole position for our final race. A reminder that our overall standings going into the final race look a little bit like this. Tom and Jimmy, who do you fancy is going to win from here on in? I mean, come on, guys. Predictions, please.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose I can't really say I don't know this time, to be honest with you. If we look at the point standings, then you've got Volkswagen, Toyota, Mazda, all really, really close to one another there, Jimmy. And double points on offer, of course, for this Grand Final too.
Yeah, I think realistically, top three, they're the ones who are in a chance of actually winning this thing. Unless there's a big upset, which again can happen, double points, so that's 24 points for the winner here, massive haul of points. So I'm hoping my boys, Team Nissan, they're just getting off to a slow start. They're winding up. This is going to be their round.
I've never met... Drivers then are lined up on the grid, ready for the grand final of the Manufacturer Series for the World Series Showdown. A brilliant qualifying session means that this man here, Igor Fraga, lines up on pole in the Toyota Supra for this last race of the day, with Quentin Hall for Peugeot, the Belgian, is alongside him on the front row of the grid. Next row is headed by Takuma Miyazono in the Subaru WRX. An all-Japanese lineup there with Ryota Kokubun alongside him in P4 in the Mazda. Next up, we have Andrew Brooks, the Canadian, in the Jag F-Type. That's been pretty quick here so far in the showdown. Let's see whether they can make some progress forward with Thomas Leboulier in the Volkswagen Beetle alongside him. Then Lucas Pinelli in the Mercedes-Benz is P7. And alongside him is the Italian, Valerio Gallo. Let's see whether Honda's fortunes can be turned around in this last race of the day. Iraqi lines up in the Dodge Viper alongside Giorgio Mangano in P10 in the Aston V12 Vantage. And then Angelina Stroza for Porsche, who again have had a really difficult day at the office. Next to the grid is Castro in the Nissan GTR for the United States of America. Now, the first look at the tyres here, Jimmy. The first time tonight we've had 3 different tyre compounds as well, and the top 2 starting on softs.
Yeah, I mean, we see this very often. You know, the guys at the front of the field will go for the soft tyre just to run away, get out of trouble, not have to deal with people behind them, which is the right way to go. Interestingly enough, Miyazono and Kokubun for Subaru and Mazda respectively have both gone for the hard compound. I would have expected them to see them on the medium, maybe even the soft, but they're going to opt to try and get that slower.
Massive performance tonight.
Yeah, just smashing it, really. Igor did what he did best, qualified pole position, led every single lap around this Dragon Trail circuit in the Grand Final, and just zero mistakes at all. This is completely his element, and he just seemed absolutely untouchable.
Yeah, completely. Led from lights to flag in that final race, and that ultimately was what helped Toyota secure the overall victory in the Manufacturer Series.
Yes, yes. Yes, come on, boys. Yes, 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 yes.
I think he's happy.
Yes.
The extensive vocabulary of Igor Fraga after a race victory there. Goodness me, that was really exciting, wasn't it? What about Ryota Kokubun, though, for Team Mazda? Amazing strategy, and he really gave it as good as he got right at the end there. I mean, if that race had been 2-3 laps longer, we might have seen the pendulum swinging.
It's an interesting one, because at the start I remember questioning the hard tyre compound decision. Started on the hard tyre, of course, alongside Takuma Miyazono, did exactly the same thing. Came in really early, got rid of those hard tyres, went onto the mediums for a fairly long stint, had clear air as well, which was very important. And then on the lap 14, which I thought was super, super early, came in for the soft compounder tyre and ran it for 11 laps. And that put him ultimately in a position where he was challenging for the lead.
Yeah, it was an amazing race from Ryosuke Kokubun and the Mazda team. You can see him down the inside here of Takuma Miyazono at the hairpin bend. That was the prime overtaking opportunity in the race. And that was when he got past Miyazono for 7th position. But then, look at this move on Quentin Hall. I didn't think he was going to do it, and it was a bit of a late one. Bit of contact in there to boot as well. Kokubun getting himself up into 2nd place, and he just came so near, but yet so far for that race win.
Yeah, I mean, as you say, late move, but decisive move, and that's what you need in those circumstances. I think last person to point out is probably Hall himself. Really, really strong qualifying for him, but had that penalty right at the start, and we thought, oh, that's it, that's all done and dusted for him. But in the end, managed to recover really well. So 3rd place in the end for Hall. And the thing that we didn't really quite realise in the race is him managing to hold on to that 3rd place would have massive consequences for the overall standings.
Yeah, absolutely. Taking 3rd place in the race, as you said, was brilliant for Team Peugeot. They'd had something of a quiet evening, really. We hardly mentioned them over the course of the Manufacturer Series. Came over the line, though, in 3rd position. But then the complexion of the race completely changed as a result of what happened to Thomas Leboutier. The Frenchman was just driving so well, and it all went wrong for him on the last lap. Let's see what happens.
No, I ran out of fuel. Oh my god.
No.
I don't think he needs to say anything there. I mean, the disappointment's evident, isn't it?
No, absolutely heartbreaking for Thomas. And
Does that mean Peugeot 3rd?
It does, yeah. Absolutely right. I think you're absolutely spot on there, Jimmy. Let's have a look at the point standings then. Here are the overall rankings then in that race. So Igor Fraga wins it 1.3 seconds ahead of Ryosuke Kokubun, ahead of Quentin Hall there for Peugeot in 3rd place. Double points on offer to remind you. But as you said, Leboutier down there in 11th place. What on earth happened on that last lap? No points on the board for Volkswagen.
And that is absolutely disastrous, because that takes him out of that last podium place there and promotes Peugeot. Quentin Hall, I think, rewarded for his fantastic drive. And there it is, confirmed. Team Toyota are your champions of the 2021 Series Showdown, with Mazda 2nd and Peugeot pipping Volkswagen right at the end for 3rd position.
Well, goodness me, what a fantastic end to the World Series Showdown. The Manufacturer Series doesn't get much better than that.
Team VW, to have it all snatched away right at the end there on just literally the last corner, ran out of fuel. I've been there, mate. It sucks. But live and learn. Awesome job by Team VW, but unfortunately that has cost them that last step on the podium.
I know, so disappointing. Let's take a look at those point standings there for the final time. So Team Toyota take the top spoils ahead of Mazda in 2nd position. Peugeot snatching 3rd from Volkswagen right at the very end.